Yo, second time's a charm. Yo, what's up? It's Talking Thrash. I'm Tony Loyal. I am a man of my word, universal cat, freshly healed, kind of saved. I love you. I love your mama. Welcome to Talking Thrash. I'm going to calm down on this one. This woman right here is Allie. Allie Pope may have been born as Allie Lelock or Lelock. Also may have been born as Allie Williams or Alice Williams. Since this shows she was Allie or Alice Terry, she is my maternal great-great-grandmother. She's my grandmother's grandmother on my mother's side. The reason I put her picture up is because I wanted to talk about what she looked like. I posted her photo in a group on Facebook called Old Mississippi Photos. Hi, Tanya. How are you? And I posted this because it is a mystery to me that how many kids she had, why my great grandmother didn't show up on the census with her, how many marriages she had. We're taking stories because I'm writing a book about my great grandmother, and she is part of this story as well. But I wanted to post her because she is allegedly Native American. Somebody says she. I ain't gonna tell y'all what I think, but I will tell you what I know. And I'm gonna read because I'm prepared. And the Indian Removal Act was passed by U.S. Congress in May 28th, 1930. This woman was born, 1830. She was born 1866. That would have been a year after slavery. Her husband, Nellie Pope, was born 1854. That means he would have been born enslaved or as an enslaved African. Let's get through the conspiracies and then we'll talk about why everybody black want to be part Native American. Black people were the original natives to America and were taken over by Native American Indians to dominate the land. That's a conspiracy. Could it be that those now tribal groups do not want to acknowledge the ancestry on genealogy tests because of this? Also, is the U.S. government failing to acknowledge indigenous American ancestry because of what comes with current tribal recognition? That's a whole lot of mouthful. But here's the gag before I storm out. Is the root of black people wanting to be part Native American due to colorism, internalized racism, true stories from ancestors, or just hair texture? You know, we talk about what makes us black. Our skin makes us black. But when we got a little curl going on, are we always got to be mixed with something? Africans have curly hair too. You ain't been to Ethiopia? Also, a lot of that mixture that you guys have going on is European ancestry and not Native American ancestry. The other question is, why can't we trace our native ties? Was it a social construct? Were we living with Native American people to attain freedom and became tribal members because of that? Or were we actually genetically mixed with Native American? I love whatever we're made of. The other thing we need to realize is before we talk about 1800s, there's a whole 1700s and 1600s that took place. They had a lot going on with the mixtures and the tricksters, okay? There's a study that showed that the most freed black people during the enslaved era came in the 1770s. Due to a lot of mixtures of people being like biracial or what they called mulatto back then. And so we had a lot going on. The country has changed. The world has changed. Our ideas have changed. But what's funny is that black people that are doing genealogy tests are not finding Native American ancestry listed. I found one person who did, and it showed a small percentage of Alaskan Native ancestry. And so what we have to understand when we talk about what your grandmama was and what your daddy was is that they could have been a lot of different things before we had been recorded. Okay. We also know that for people of color, the census did not adequately recognize who we were and what we did. I have a great grandparent who went to college and got a degree. They put him on there as a laborer. We have people that look like her, okay, car seat acting a fool, who had to survive because of this Indian Removal Act. She had to survive as a black person, which removes all ties to her Native American ancestry because of that. So are we really, really who we are? We also know that currently in the world, the people that make up the nationalities in wherever they are, all of that evolution has to do with 1, climate, and 2, survival. And so when we talk about climate and survival, specifically in America, we're looking at a woman like this who could very well be full-blood Choctaw, but also had to identify as white, as black, I should say, who also sent her daughter, my great-grandmother, away because she was too dark. So what, aside from me wanting to know the family truth, I more so want to know the truth behind people like her, what they had to go through, what they had to endure, who they had to lie to. You know, they supposed to say she had 4 marriages. I'm starting to think she had more than that. I also am finding that on this page, there are a lot of people that have Pope connection. And one person actually told me in a instant message all the name of her kids that she knew. Maybe she got that from census information. Maybe she got it from family. But come on, y'all. Everybody want to be Native American. Don't nobody want to be black. Y'all don't want to be, y'all don't recognize your own family. Anime. Sorry, I just watched that movie. Tanya says, my great grandmother was Native American as well. I will show you pics one day. Please do. Was there colorism in Native American tribes back in the day? Like if you were kind of dark like her, were you like exiled from the Choctaw because you had brown skin, brown liquor? Or were you accepted? Because the word on the street is that Native Americans, they only care if you're Native. They don't care how black or white you are. Are you Native American? Are you Indian? Are you part this? Are you, in other places we kind of do care. So I'm perplexed, not because of this picture, but because of people that look like her and what they went through. I want to know so much more about her. I want to know really how many kids she had. Miss Allie Terry, honey. We thought her name was Pope. Turns out it was Terry on the census in 1900. All her kids were Terry. She got married in 1905. All her kids in 1910 were Popes when she got married. So we don't know a lot about this woman. We do know that one of her kids was my great grandmother. And we do know that I'm writing a book about my great grandmother. But before I get to great granny, I got to get to this Allie, honey, this Alice, this lady here, and be like, what was you doing? Who did you marry? And some people say, looking in her eyes, there's so much mystery and hurt. And I'm like, now I see why a lot of people in our family, why we look alike, because of this lady right here. I'm not going to be before you long because I do have to get home to my lovely man. But I did want to bring this up. This is the question, y'all. Y'all think she black with a little high cheekbone? Was she Asian? Was she Mexican? Or was she truly Choctaw Native American? And if she was any of that, does it even matter? She obviously married at least one black man to have my great grandmother, who they said he was supposed to be, I was supposed to get a stimulus check. That didn't happen. I was also supposed to be born in February, not January. That didn't happen. But nonetheless, this is a beautiful woman with a rich history that I don't know enough about. I'm going to get to the bottom of it. But before I do, are you part Native American? If so, which part? The part that don't want to acknowledge black or white? I'm going to leave you there. Man of my word, universal cat, partially healed, kind of saved. Shout out to Allie Terry, Allie Pope, Allie Leela, and all of your ancestors that love you. I love you, and I love your mama. Have a good day. Talk your thrash. Figure out who you are. Do your genealogy test. Get them that blood. Give them a hair sample. Spit in the tube. I don't care what you do. Figure out who you are, because I know I'm going to do it. And I can't wait for it to show that I'm not Native American at all. All right, I got to go. Some tacos waiting. My man at home. Talking thrash. Bye. Allie Terry.